No, this is true. Now we respond to every tragedy in life with food. Could be a law, I don't know. A covered dish. We'll knock on somebody's front door and go, sorry to hear about your son-in-law. Here's some baked beans. We would come in for a minute, but Walmart closes at 12. And if I'm going to that funeral, I need me something real nice to wear. You know, I'll tell you something else about us Baptists. And I'm just assuming y'all are Baptists. Well, look, I'll prove it to you. I want you to applaud if you are Catholic. If you're Catholic, applaud. See? Not many. Well, we're glad to have you with us. And tell the Pope I said, hey. I know he's been in town this whole week, but I had to work. I tell you what, you pay close attention and see if this right here for most of you out there tonight, see if this don't bring back some precious, fond childhood memories to you about your mother and that covered dish. You think back a long time ago now when you was like, oh, just yay big. It'd be late in the evening, early night time. Everybody's out on the front porch after supper, about half asleep. Pot roast to do that to you. Remember, those are the good old days in America where a mother forced the kids to overeat. Made them eat. All right, y'all don't eat all that pot roast. I ain't going to make another one. Well, hell. Do you remember this? Remember as a little kid, we'd all be sitting on the doorsteps, a kid would. All the grown folks could spend an hour discussing among themselves the last time it came a good rain. To a small kid, that never made no sense. But we couldn't say nothing back in those days. You couldn't back talk your folks. But they'd be sitting on the front porch, somebody'd go, boy, we sure could use a good rain. Hell, it ain't rained real good since that last Friday in May. Somebody's going, no, hell, it's rained since then. No, I'll tell you how I know. They're Friday for Memorial Day. Memorial Day is last Monday in May. Friday before that, my car broke down on I-20. Had to walk 3 miles to the payphone. I got soaked. Last damn Friday in May. So I said, no, I'll tell you what. It rained the second Saturday in June. Reason you don't know, you was in jail that weekend. He said, well, that wasn't my fault. If y'all got a bondsman, I could have got out there on Friday. Then somebody else would say, well, anyway, we need rain. Well, yeah, I didn't say we didn't need no rain. And in our little hearts as children, we were sitting on the doorstep thinking to ourselves, who gives a right size when it rains? This little survey I've been taking off and on now. I'm in my 5th year. I want you to simply raise your hand if you were born, raised, and spent most of your life in the state of Idaho. See? I've asked that question all over America and Miami. If you think about it, you've never gone to school with, worked with, lived near, or bumped into anyone from Idaho. So I figured, heck, maybe ain't nobody out there. If any place needs tourists, it's Idaho. So what do? They spend $20 million promoting themselves as the potato state. Lord knows, that'd sure as heck make us all want to rush right on out there. Yeah. Where are you going on vacation this year? Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, I think I'll take the wife and kids out to Idaho. Let them look at some taters. The kids, they got that new Polaroid. We'll get there and take some pictures of some home fries, crinkle cuts. Just make a summer out of it, you know. Oh, my. Some evenings when you're on your way home from work, stop at a funeral home. Go in there and tell them you want 8 gallons of embalming fluid to go. You won't get it, but you know that guy won't sleep for days. He'll be like, I think one reason I feel pretty good, I just had a vacation. Most people take them in the summertime. Let's say you're on vacation. You get up early one morning, get outside your motel. You go out by the pool. You stretch out on a lounge chair. All you want to do is soak up some early morning sun. And you look over there on the fence, and you'll always see a sign there that says, "No pets allowed." You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, "Honey, let's put the pony in the pool." Well, heck, he's been cooped up in that motel room ever since we got him. Just laying there, eating Cheetos. And watching HBO. Oh, he loves HBO. Saw The Godfather this morning. It scared him to death. Go get him. Let him splash around. Now, before we get into anything funny, I like coming here. This is where my favorite sign in the whole world is. It's over on Brainerd Road. There's a sign out in front of a business over there. The sign says, "Lawnmower Repair and Income Tax Service." Lord knows we've been needing something like that. Oh yeah. Just think how many times over the years you and I have carried our lawnmower in to get it fixed. And while we were there, we probably said to ourselves, well, I'd like to get my taxes done while I'm here. I guess they'll franchise that out now. See, you have to wonder where the guy got the idea for a business like that. Did somebody go in there one day to pick up their mower, and they said to him, "You know, you did a job on this mower. I think I'll let you do my taxes." Bubba, let me tell you what my definition of an intellectual is. It's people just like me and you, except they believe there's life on other planets. Even if they don't believe it, they act like they do. See, people with common sense like you and I, we know there's no life on other planets. It's just us. If there was life on other planets, we'd have sent them some foreign aid by now.
And see, I'll get back to what I was talking about. Let me take a detour here. And I know there's a lot of you in the room right now who you genuinely believe that there's a life form out there more intelligent than us. Because if you believe in UFOs, that's what you believe. Because a lot of people believe in that we've been visited by UFOs. They hang around for a day or two and go back. I mean, come on now. We've been tracking them since 1947. Don't you find it odd that these super intelligent beings have the technology to go tens of millions of miles from wherever they're at down here to visit us, hang out for a few days, go back, never refuel or nothing, and nobody notices them? Now let's just look at that practically. Let's say that there is life on other planets. Right? And they've promised their kids a trip. It's a long weekend coming up. Oh, let's say Labor Day. And they say, hell, we'll go to Earth. And they're out in the driveway loading up the spaceship with the stuff they'll need. Bucket of chicken, tater salad, fuzzbuster. Well, you know they're going to be speeding. And the dad says to all the kids, all right, kids, if y'all got to pee, you better pee now. I'm not stopping every planet we come to. And they take off and they come all this way. Don't you think just once, since 1947, just once, wouldn't they have landed maybe in Orlando, seen Disney World or something? Times Square, the Grand Canyon, but no. They always land next to a hog pen in Arkansas. Got one in the bathroom so we can piss and talk. And then
Sit.
And the reason I don't,
Dick.
Mother.
And I know, being average Americans, every day of your life this thought goes through your mind at least once. Some mornings when you wake up, it's the first thought on your mind. And that is, wonder why anybody wants to be on Family Feud. Well, here's what I think. I keep visualizing some family out around Nebraska or Iowa, sitting around the dinner table one evening. The husband says, honey, you know what? They ought to be a way that we can let this whole country know our family's illiterate. Now, wait a minute. I know everybody here in Des Moines knows it already. I mean, coast to coast, just let them know we don't have a lick of sense. You know? So you end up watching them on the show. The lady introduces everybody. Now, Richard, I'd like for you to meet our handsome son, Eric. And that makes you sit up straight because you can see Eric's ugly. Eric's a senior at UCLA. He'll be graduating this year. And you're thinking Eric's going to do all right on this show. He's going to college. Now, later on in the program, it's Eric's turn to answer. And we all know what tough questions they have on Family Feud. Now, see, once again, in Mississippi, that line won't work. Down there, when I say, you know what tough questions they have on Family Feud, the whole audience is going, oh, yeah, boy. Anyway, the question for Eric is, name one of the states that begins with the letter K. And of course, Eric is stumped on this. But just before the buzzer sounds, he says Connecticut. Am I upset with Eric? No. It's that family of his. Good answer. Good answer. And they paid for his education. Like, yeah, that's good, Eric. See, I don't want to sound like a snob, but if I'm going to watch TV, it's going to be something cultured and educational, like People's Court. Laugh if you want to, but I'm going to tell you something. If my neighbor's cat ever pees on my rug, and she won't pay to have it cleaned, I may go see Judge Wapner myself. Yeah. You know what I like about that show? Halfway through the show, they pause long enough to tell me and you, they say, these people are not professional actors. Had me fooled for so long. Of course, one good thing about television, the commercials are getting honest. There's one on now that tells the truth. You've heard it. It's not a car, it's a Volkswagen. Well, it's about time they fessed up on that. And then, of course, they still got the stupid ones, like the one for X-Lax. We're talking about a laxative now. In the commercial, you've got this grown woman talking to her grown daughter. They refer to X-Lax as their family's best friend. Wonder where they go for Christmas dinner, huh? I mean, the next time that commercial is on, you listen carefully to what the man says. Now, he's talking about a laxative. He says, and I quote, "It works while you sleep." I don't want that. No, I want to be up and awake. Ready to go. When I first heard that, I said to myself, I said, what a laundry bill. You know. Oh, it's so good to be here. Last weekend I was down in Florida.
But I tell you what, folks, at least in this part of the country, the Midwest, the Southeast, see, we have to deal with the very worst Mother Nature can throw at the human race. See, on the West Coast, California, they don't have tornadoes, and they don't have hurricanes. That's just on this coast. Tornadoes occur in the Midwest, the Southeast. New England, like Vermont, Rhode Island, they don't have tornadoes. You've heard the expression, it's biblical, and your mother has said it. You've heard it. God never gives us more, or puts more on us than we can handle. That's how come he sends that stuff to us. He would never send a tornado to damn California. Hell, then you couldn't deal with it. That's why all they get out there is what I call silly weather, limp-wristed weather. Like mud's like mud, it's damn mud. Where else in America would mud be a natural disaster? Down here, we put big wheels on something to get out and play it.
Speaking of sitting on the front porch, I came up with this theory a few months ago. There's been so much talk in recent years about the moral breakdown in American society, the family unit falling apart, and the violence among the small children. It used to be that way, and it's that way now. So why is that? And they've analyzed this thing to death. Here's what happened. We made a mistake in this country years ago when we quit building houses with front porches on them. When everybody had a front porch, it was all more civilized. Get up there after supper, sit around, talk, sometimes just grunt. Like, damn. I ain't gonna never eat cooked cabbage again. And remember how you used to wave? Everybody that drove by, you go. Somebody go, who was that? You go, hell, I don't know. Well, you waved. Well, I didn't want them to think we was uppity. And remember how you could gossip about everybody that drove down the highway? Somebody goes flying, you go, there goes that David Jackson, driving like a bat out of hell. Got a brand new car. How'd you get a new car? He ain't got no job. I'll bet you his daddy co-signed. He co-signs for all them kids. That's how come they didn't turn out to be worth a damn. Well, see, you can't do that no more. You know why? Ain't nobody got a porch. Everybody's got a damn deck. You can't raise a family out back on a deck. We need a porch like they had in Mayberry with Andy, Opie, and Barney out there. If they'd had a deck, Opie would be on drugs right now. And look at this thing. Look at this thing about neighborhood crime. We're all paralyzed by neighborhood crime. There's no neighborhood crime when I was little. You know why? Everybody's out on that porch. If the American people are so brave this day, here's how we conquer neighborhood crime. We all join the Neighborhood Watch program. Put that little plaque in our subdivision. This neighborhood part of Neighborhood Watch. Damn. Man, that's going to scare them off, ain't it? Some mass murderer head in your subdivision, see that plaque? Damn, they got a plaque! Here's how the Neighborhood Watch program works. Somebody goes, all right, it's your turn. This week it's your turn. You be on the lookout. If you see anybody strange in the subdivision, you get on the phone. You call everybody else. We'll be out back on the deck. You call us. Now, here's why there's no neighborhood crime when I was little. I remember being out on the front porch with my dad and my little brother. Some guy would be walking down the road, and my dad would go, wonder who that man is walking down the road right there. My little brother said, I don't know, Daddy, I don't know him. My dad would go, he can walk down the road all he wants to. But he better not come in my damn yard. Well, see, you don't know that now. You know why? You're out back on the deck. The deck. You can't see nothing back there on that deck. And do you remember when the word porch used to be part of our vocabulary? Like somebody would say, you know, I had a glass of lemonade sitting somewhere. I bet you left that on the porch. Where'd I put that hammer? Look on the porch. Or somebody might say, what'd y'all do with that old refrigerator? We just sat on the front porch.
You said, Mama, who was that? That was Cecil. His daddy died today. Yeah, the way he tells it, and we always say that, the way he tells it, like he might be making this up. The way he tells it, his daddy had been outside cutting grass. Well, ever since they bought that riding mower, hell, he cut grass every damn day. He just got there and ride. Well, you know, they bought him that riding mower last summer after he cut off 3 toes on his right foot. That was him being damn bullheaded. You know the mower where it says keep hands and feet away from blade? He said, it's my damn mower. They can't tell me what to do. Well, anyway, listen. So Cecil and the other kids went in together, and they bought him this riding mower. I told them when they bought that mower, I said, look, that man's 82 years old. He don't need no damn 12 horsepower. But they wouldn't listen. Sears had that damn sale going on. Nothing down, no payments till April. They said, we'll just add that to what we already owe. Well, you know, listen, you know, when he turned 80, they took away his weed eater. He was chasing bumblebees with it. Well, you know, remember, he wore those real thick bifocals, remember that? He wore bifocals. So when he would look up like that right there, look up. That bumblebee like a buzzard to him. And then, of course, when he would look down like that right there, look down. He was so proud. Trouble was, his wife didn't wear bifocals. Well, anyway, they get this big mower, and sure enough, he was riding that damn mower to the mall. Had a handicap sticker. We know he had that bad foot and everything. Cutting through people's yards. Everybody had one mowed strip. And they were pissed. Well, anyway, he had no business cutting grass today. It was 98 degrees out there, and Cecil said, Daddy, you ought not cut grass today. You just cut it yesterday. He said, I know, but it might be raining tomorrow. Bless his heart, he thought cutting grass was just like a bowel movement. You ought to do it every day. Matter of fact, that's what he do. Get up every morning and shit that mower.
Wow. What happened? Happening. It's not. Oh, my home. Big.
But I tell you what, folks, at least in this part of the country, the Midwest, the Southeast, see, we have to deal with the very worst Mother Nature can throw at the human race. See, on the West Coast, California, they don't have tornadoes, and they don't have hurricanes. That's just on this coast. Tornadoes occur in the Midwest, the Southeast. New England, like Vermont, Rhode Island, they don't have tornadoes. You've heard the expression, it's biblical, and your mother has said it. You've heard it. God never gives us more, or puts more on us than we can handle. That's how come he sends that stuff to us. He would never send a tornado to damn California. Hell, then you couldn't deal with it. That's why all they get, that's what I call silly weather, limp-wristed weather. Like mud's like mud, it's damn mud. Where else in America would mud be a natural disaster? Down here, we put big wheels on something and get out and play it.
You know how somber and sad the atmosphere can be when someone's passed away. Everybody kind of talks in whisper tones. And old people with a hearing aid, they talk too damn loud. And there's Grandpa, bless his heart, back there at the table trying to fix a sandwich. And next thing you hear is somebody going, "Who's the mustard?" It was embarrassing. Oh, by the way, y'all, a while ago when I said we didn't have any Jews in our family, we wouldn't mind having some. It just ain't worked out. Matter of fact, we'd like to have some because they've got trust funds. I'll tell you something a little strange about the Jewish people, and I hope this don't sound anti-Semitic, but generally speaking, Jewish people keep all their appliances inside the house. Ain't that odd? And listen, think about this. Department stores are practicing medicine. For almost 20 years, we think it's all right. Let's say you go over to Sears and Roebuck just to look around. And by the way, if you notice, that's what we all do at Sears now. Nobody buys anything over there. Well, you're off this afternoon. What you gonna do? Well, I'll tell you. I think I'll go over to Sears and look around. All right. You're over at Sears. You're in the lower level, the basement. That's the hardware department. All you're doing is checking out what's new with Black & Decker. You ain't gonna buy nothing. You just looking. Now you get ready to leave. You go around the lawnmowers. Well, let me interrupt this a minute. Lawnmowers. On every lawnmower you've ever seen, not a sticker, not a label, embedded, molded into steel so you can't ever erase it. It says, "Keep hands and feet away from blade." You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, "Honey, come here, let's trim them toenails of yours." All right, now, you're leaving Sears, you're headed toward the, listen, you know what else you do while you're there? You always take time to look at that 72-drawer tool chest. Every Sears store has one, they've never sold the darn thing. Nobody wants it. It weighs a ton and a half. Where would you put it? They put it on sale twice a year. Nobody buys it. I grew up going with my daddy to look at that. He'd sit in the Sunday morning paper. He'd say, "Look at him, Junior." That was me. I see Sears has got that 72-drawer tool chest on sale again. You want to go over there after dinner and look at it? I'd say, yeah, I'll go with you over there. See, I guess that that's what's really wrong with this country today. Sons don't go with their dads to look at toolboxes no more. I bet you that there's some of you in here that never went with your daddy to look at paneling. See? My dad didn't need no paneling. He just liked to look at it. He'd sit in the paper on Sunday morning. He'd say, look at here, Junior. I see they got that paneling on sale again. You ought to go over there and look at it. I'd say, yeah, I'll go with you over there. Anyway. And I'll tell you something else, too. I'm going to see my dad again Monday. If he wants to go look at something else, hell, I'm going to go with him. You ain't got but one daddy, you know. All right, now, we're still in that Sears store, ain't we? We got to move along. Now, all right, you're leaving Sears, headed toward the door. On your way out, you bump into an optometrist. Listen to me, there's an eye doctor working in the basement of Sears. Don't you know that his mom and dad are real proud of him? Think about his parents. They're the ones that mortgaged the house, cashed up the life insurance to educate this twerp, hoping someday to brag on him. Hey, George, that son of yours, the one went to college for 13 years. Where's he working now? Sears. And see, I tell you something else too. Don't worry about these celebrities. I'm so tired of these celebrities trying to tell you and me what our priorities ought to be. Save the environment. All these young couples now, they got 5 trash cans in their kitchen. They're so proud of themselves because they recycle. We recycle. They don't know where Junior is, but they know where the beer bottles fell. This is for cans. This is for plastic. This is for paper. Their lives are out of control, but damn it, they're going to save the earth. Think about these celebrity hypocrites. Next time you hear Barbara Streisand and those people talking about saving the environment, let's think about these people. They're the ones that went into Aspen, Colorado with their plastic teeth and their silicone and the bulldozers. And they uprooted trees that had been there for thousands of years to build their little 10,000 square foot weekend hideaway. Aspen is so congested now they're trying to destroy Telluride, Colorado. Well, after these celebrities got all that built for themselves, now they're lecturing me and you on how to put 5 trash cans in our tiny kitchen to save a damn bush. Barbara Streisand can kiss my eyes. You know, so... And let's not worry about that spotted owl. See, you can't say these things at work. You can't, I mean, some of these things are in your gut you can't say. You may lose your job. That don't apply to me. I've already buried all the money I need. So I can tell you that I hope that damn owl dies. It's a bird, it don't do nothing. I'd like to be on the Oprah Winfrey show. Her said, Mr. Gregory, why did they invite you on the show today? I said, because I killed the spotted owl. Well, why did you do that? I said, because on my car. And you and I know nothing too. You and I are supposed to pretend that we're concerned about the homeless. Oh, look. Well, yank. I don't give a right slice about them. I'm fed up with them. Here's what you can try. Next time you see the guy standing on the corner with that cardboard sign, I will work for food. You know the guy's been out there every day now for 3 years. Lucrative location. Won't you pull over? Open your car door. Say, hey, fella, I see your sign there. You'll work for food. I got an acre of land that needs clearing off. Hop in. He won't get in. I know. There's a guy a few blocks from my house. Same corner every morning, almost for 3 months. Getting on my nerves, really. So one morning when traffic wasn't too bad, I pulled over. He had this sign that says, I will work for food. I offered this guy an onion to paint my house. He gave me the finger. So the homeless can be rude. You know? Hell, it was a Vidalia. And as you hear these Democrats and Republicans debate both sides of everything, and your minister even, or your governor and mayor and all like this, trying to figure out how come the kids are out of control and they used to didn't be that way and what can we do? Here's what happened. I'm going to act it out for you. Let's go back to a time when I was 13, or you, even as young as you are. Say I was 13. And I get up in the morning, walking down in the kitchen area, my father, we were sitting at the breakfast table, my fat-ass father, in his boxer shorts. He'd be burping or belching. There'd be so much cigar smoke in there you couldn't see, it's just like fog. There's so much cigar smoke. On my father's breakfast plate in front of him would be a small fried pig. Pork, damn it, pork, fried pork. That's what's wrong with this country now. We've got a whole generation of Americans who have never heard the expression, sop it up. So then you have that greasy breakfast, a lot of bread, white bread. You hear me? Damn white bread. Manly white bread. White bread. None of that modern day, all natural, multi-grain, dark brown, looks like a wad of dog bread. No. He had white bread and butter, real damn butter. His daddy ate butter, his granddaddy ate butter, and by God, he ate butter. None of this, I can't believe it's not butter. And guess what they got for some of you young guys now? You young guys, those of you who go over to Applebee's or TGIF Fridays and pay $7.95 for their stir fry. You know what stir fry is? Cauliflower, carrots, and broccoli. Same shit my daddy used to give to the hogs. They steam it in olive oil, charge you $8 damn. Not only are you a wuss, you're a dumbass. Guess what they got for you guys now? Not only do they have, I can't believe it's not butter, they got, I can't believe it's not butter spray. Have you seen their commercial? They got butter spray now. Squirt. I'm going to tell y'all something. You can tell the world that I said so. If I ever see a young guy squirting butter, squirt, I'm going to ask him out on a date. I think he'll go. I think I'll enjoy it. Eat like a woman, act like a woman. And my daddy would be eating a jar of jelly, a whole jar of jelly. None of this modern day $7 a pint, all natural fruit spread. My daddy had sugary, teeth rotting damn jelly. 49 cents a gallon. But anyway, here's the point. When he would catch a glimpse of me out of the corner of his eye, coming out of the bedroom, my daddy would start talking to me without even looking up from the plate. He said, boy, don't you even look in the kitchen because you're not going to eat this morning. You should have got your butt out of bed when your mother started calling you an hour ago. Now, why don't you grab those school books and get out by the highway and wait on the bus? Because if you miss school one more time, you ain't going to live to be 13. coming here, this is where my favorite sign in the whole world is. It's over on Brainerd Road. There's a sign out in front of a business over there. The sign says, lawnmower repair and income tax service. Lord knows we've been needing something like that. Oh yeah. Just think how many times over the years you and I have carried our lawnmower in to get it fixed. And while we were there. We probably said to ourselves, well, I'd like to get my taxes done while I'm here. I guess they'll franchise that out now. See, you have to wonder where the guy got the idea for a business like that. Did somebody go in there one day to pick up their mower, and they said to him, you know, you did a job on this mower? I think I'll let you do my taxes. Everybody's got one person in their family or one close relative that is so stupid. It's the one you can't argue with. I tell you what, it's the same relative that keeps missing the 6 o'clock news because he don't know what time it comes on. I got an uncle that way. They did about my uncle. The bank called him up, told him that his account was overdrawn, so he mailed him a check. His dream in life is to own a 2-story mobile home. I told him, I said, Uncle Robert, there's no such thing. He says, well, they ought to be for people that's got money. Anyway, we was over at his house one night watching television. The Muppets had this TV special on. Miss Piggy come on the TV screen, and my uncle said, I bet you that's not a real pig, I just bet it ain't. I mean, I don't care how many degrees you got hanging on the wall, you can't argue with that idiot. Well, Uncle Robert, I believe you're right about that. Well, heck yeah, I'm right. Let me tell you something. I've been around pigs all my life. I will say this. From the neck up, the whole head. That looks authentic. But a real pig wouldn't wear a dress like that. He's the kind of guy that brags on his dog all the time. You ever heard somebody say this when they're bragging on their dog? They'll say, he don't know he's a dog. He don't. He thinks he's one of us. I tell him, I say, you paid $100 for that puppy. Get your money back. He's got brain damage. If he don't know he's a dog, he's going to spend his whole life running around wondering to himself, why am I barking?
Well, let me tell you what my definition of an intellectual is. It's people just like me and you, except they believe there's life on other planets. Even if they don't believe it, they act like they do. See, people with common sense like you and I, we know there's no life on other planets. It's just us. If there was life on other planets, we'd have sent them some foreign aid by now. And see, I'll get back to what I was talking about, but let me take a detour here. And I know there's a lot of you in the room right now who believe, you genuinely believe that there's a life form out there more intelligent than us. Because if you believe in UFOs, that's what you believe. Because a lot of people believe in that we've been visited by UFOs. They hang around for a day or two and go back. I mean, come on now. We've been tracking them since 1947. Don't you find it odd that these super intelligent beings have the technology to go tens of millions of miles from wherever they're at down here to visit us, hang out for a few days, go back, never refuel or nothing? And nobody notices them. Now let's just look at it practically. Let's say that there is life on other planets. Right? And they've promised their kids a trip. It's a long weekend coming up. Oh, let's say Labor Day. And they say, hell, we'll go to Earth. And they're out in the driveway loading up the spaceship with the stuff they'll need. Bucket of chicken, tater salad, fuzzbuster. Well, you know they're going to be speeding. And the dad says to all the kids, all right, kids, if y'all got to pee, you better pee now. I'm not stopping every planet we come to. And they take off and they come all this way. Don't you think just once, since 1947, just once, wouldn't they have landed maybe in Orlando, seen Disney World or something? Times Square, the Grand Canyon, but no. They always land next to a hog pen in Arkansas. Let me give you a little tip, too. You remember a few years ago when the tornado went downtown Nashville, Tennessee? It went right downtown. Tornadoes just don't go downtown. And to make sure that never happens where you live, here's what you need to do. On the outskirts of your city, put up a decoy trailer park. That'll be like cheese in a trailer. At least in this part of the country, the Midwest, the Southeast, see, we have to deal with the very worst Mother Nature can throw at the human race. See, on the West Coast, California, they don't have tornadoes, and they don't have hurricanes. That's just on this coast. Tornadoes occur in the Midwest, the Southeast. New England, like Vermont, Rhode Island, they don't have tornadoes. You've heard the expression, it's biblical, and your mother has said it. You've heard it. God never gives us more, or puts more on us than we can handle. That's how come he sends that stuff to us. He would never send a tornado to damn California. Hell, then you couldn't deal with it. That's why all they get out there is what I call silly weather, limp-wristed weather. Like mud's like mud, it's damn mud. Where else in America would mud be a natural disaster? Down here, we put big wheels on something and get out and play it. I thought they'd run from it like, here come the mud. You know?
And see, I tell you something else too. Don't worry about these celebrities. I'm so tired of these celebrities trying to tell you and me what our priorities ought to be. Save the environment. All these young couples now, they got 5 trash cans in their kitchen. They're so proud of themselves because they recycle. We recycle. They don't know where Junior is, but they know where the beer bottles fell. This is for cans. This is for plastic. This is for paper. Their lives are out of control, but damn it, they're going to save the earth. They do about these celebrity hypocrites. Next time you hear Barbara Streisand and those people talking about saving the environment, let's think about these people. They're the ones that went into Aspen, Colorado with their plastic teeth and their silicone and the bulldozers. And they uprooted trees that had been there for thousands of years to build their little 10,000 square foot weekend hideaway. Aspen is so congested now, they're trying to destroy Telluride, Colorado. Well, after these celebrities got all that built for themselves, now they're lecturing me and you on how to put 5 trash cans in our tiny kitchen to save a damn bush. Barbara Streisand can kiss my eyes. You know, so... And let's not worry about that spotted owl. See, you can't say these things at work. You can't, I mean, some of these things are in your gut you can't say. You may lose your job. That don't apply to me. I've already buried all the money I need. So I can tell you that I hope that damn owl dies. It's a bird, it don't do nothing. I'd like to be on the Oprah Winfrey show. Her said, Mr. Gregory, why did they invite you on the show today? I said, because I killed the spotted owl. Well, why did you do that? I said, because on my car.
When I hit that stage, I never mentioned anything related to current events. I don't mention COVID-19. I don't mention anything about it at all. You know, because my idea is, and my opinion is, the people are willing to show up to see a show, to enjoy themselves. So they hear the news 24 hours a day. So when they get to that auditorium or that civic center or that theater, I don't think they want to hear more information about what was on the news. I think I want to get away from the news for a while. So
No.
I just don't mention those subjects on stage.
You know, I have to say, I agree with you. I didn't think I would get there because I do think that the future of our country is extremely important. And I do think that when a virus is out of control and destroying the economy, people's way to make a living, and ultimately people's lives, even if they survive it, how sick that a lot of people are getting. I know those things are important, but I have to say, James, to your greater point, I have gotten to the point where I don't sit down and say, I got to be updated, I got to consume more of it. I really need less of it.
That's the way I feel. That's exactly the way I feel. You know, when I get up in the morning, I check the news for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then late at night, I check the news for another 10 to 15 minutes. But during the day, I've got other things I could be doing. I'm not consumed to cable news, all the news, because they just repeat the same thing 24 hours a day.
Yeah, we could use an update on some of these stories. I mean,
well, that used to be what we went to our sports for, to get away from things, and now it's become political too. So it's James, I agree. Right. We just need a break, and
right.
And you've got so many good stories that are proven over the years. What a pleasure it must be to get out and just have a good laugh with you.